be the thumbnail.
Yeah. Nice. I can't think of a better thumbnail. My beautiful face.
Go on then. Gloves. I can't think of a worse thumbnail.
Give you a thumbnail. Good thumb.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and we are of course at South Coast Karting for round 6 of the lightweight senior series. Going to be pretty good tonight, finally, hopefully going to get some decent results. We had a couple of more difficult rounds with subpar finishes, subpar results, but we learn a lot and we're going to use that today. Hopefully we'll find a bit of form if we can get the weights on there. But yeah, this was actually quite a good meeting, so enjoy. So it's a reverse track today, so of course rolling starts going backwards. It's going to be quite difficult. I normally lose places on these reversed track starts, but we'll see what we can do. We're going to have a little bit of contact. You can hear I'm saying, oh no, come on, because yeah, basically the same as always has happened. We've had a bad start and we're going to lose a place, or at least just not gain one. We're in P9 at the moment. We'll see. Adam's gone wide. We'll see if we can sneak through. Not quite. A little bit of contact there as well. It gets a bit crowded in these first few laps. We'll see if we can sneak up the inside here, though. No, Adam's going to cover it off. He knows we're here. We're going to have a little bit of a hit from the back as well. Those ones really give you bruises. It's weird because you don't realise until you get home or the day after just how many bruises you get from being hit in the back, even with a rib protector. Anyway, we're going to think about a move up the inside there. That's something I need to stop doing because it gets me into trouble. I either, get contact warnings or just lose loads of time. I need to either make a move or not, fully commit or not commit at all. And you'll see throughout sort of the evening, we'll improve on that a little bit, and it will help in the later races where we make quick, decisive moves and just get it done. Which, yeah, I've found to be the most important, at least for this meeting, to just, get to it, all business. Don't wait around for ages for the perfect opportunity. If there's a chance to get an overtake, just take it. Don't be too patient, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And just take the chances you get rather than kind of half going for it and half not, especially because I know I'm better than P9. I want to get higher, so that's our focus. Because the last few rounds we've been sort of P8, P9, and I know I'm faster than that. I have been faster than that. I've just not been getting past people. I think it was a couple of rounds ago we were the third fastest or second fastest lap for a lot of the heats, but we just were in a low position. Can't speak English. We were in a low position for all the races just because we weren't making overtakes, and I was bad in quali, which I guess is sort of a product of not doing loads of practice. I pretty much only race for the rounds themselves, so it takes me a second to sort of get back into the swing of things for each meeting, which is annoying, but that's just how it is. And I think if we can get better qualifying, we'll start to actually get some better and better results. But let's focus on the racing. We're about halfway through. still behind Adam. We're going to see if we can sneak up the inside here. No, little bit of contact, so we're just going to hang back, taking all the curb on the inside there. That's quite fun. You really sort of get hooked around. There's a lot of grip on there, and yeah, it's fun. This reverse layout is a lot of fun, especially in the dry like this. When there's no moisture on the track, it's a nice warm day, so the carts just really grip, and yeah, lots and lots of fun. But anyway, eyes forwards. Last lap of the race now, or very close to it. Everyone's still in quite a big group. We'll see, maybe we can try and make up a position, but nothing's really happened so far, which is luckily the last time it's going to happen, because we're going to have two very good heats and a final, or sorry, one good heat and one good final. But there we go, across the line, a little bit of contact from the back, and that's it. P9, not great, but we learned stuff and there's more to come. Okay, heat 2. Now we're going to start getting serious. Time to make up some places. We're on the inside, which is going to massively benefit us. We've left a little gap so we can start a little bit early and get a better run than everyone, which it was a little idea I had. I'm not sure if it worked, but it did, or I'm not sure if it would work, but it did. We gained 2 places right off of the start. We might have a chance to sneak up the inside and gain a 3rd here, which would be a brilliant start, very much against the status quo for me at the start of races, but not quite. Just gonna stick behind, wait around, see if we can make that quick decisive move, like I said, see if we can get a switch back with fast on entry but not fast out. Everyone's still bunched up, so it's a little bit more bad to lose time, because you can lose more people essentially, and obviously there's more people to overtake you, so you've got to be careful with stuff like that at the start. Again, something else to work on, but it's good. And that's sort of what is great about having a camera on your helmet. You can look back on all of this and see, okay, so I can do this differently next time, or I should have done that there instead of what I actually did. But we've gained a little bit of time there, quite aggressive on the brakes, which we can get away with because we're just on that 73 kilo weight limit, which means we have a little bit less momentum than those who are more over it. But I think at the end of the day it also comes down to just a bit of luck. It's quite difficult to get your braking point precisely the same place every single time, and I guess that's what separates sort of the people around where I race from the people who are really good. It's just that consistency of always doing everything at the same point. You can get quite close, but yeah, to be super consistent with it is difficult. And I think that's sort of why sometimes we gain a lot on the brakes, sometimes we lose time. It's just I need to get a bit better at setting markers and kind of sticking to them. But we've carried a lot of speed through that back corner there, managing to keep it flat out and move up ahead of us. They're going to have a bad run now, so let's see what happens. We'll keep on their tail. This person in front's got a warning for contact, so we can try and use that to our advantage. We know they're going to be avoiding having any sort of rubbing his racing moments, so we're going to use that to try and sneak past. Hopefully they'll give us a little bit more space and make getting past them a bit easier. We're going to see if we can go around the outside here. Not quite. We're going to have to go around the outside through here as well. Maybe we can pull a switch back off. We've all sort of bumped into each other, and the person behind me has as well. We've got to remember, if we lose too much time, we can lose a place as well as just not gain one, because we're in quite a big group. It's a bit hard to tell because we only have the forward-facing camera, not like Adam's fancy setup where you can see behind him. But yeah, there's something to keep in mind just when we're making these moves. Don't do anything that's going to lose you a load of time, because you don't want to end up losing 2 places and gaining 1, or gaining 1 and losing 2, I guess is how you'd say it. But anyway, we'll see, can we make a move around here? No, we've not got the run for it. Someone is right on our tail. They'll be trying to get past into this corner just up here. They're not going to go for it though. Quite difficult to make a move into there unless you have a big overspeed on the person in front of you, which is going to require basically a perfect drive from about this corner all the way up to the turn 2. So still on the back of these two, what can we do? They've turned in well. We followed them. They're side by side. We're going to pick a side. We're going to go left, and we're going to see if we can just sneak through, try and get past. I have no idea what I'm saying at this point. Just watching it, I'm mesmerised. But that was a great move. Really happy with that. it's so satisfying when you like pick a person to follow and they're the right person. You know, you end up making a decision 100 meters away from where the move benefits you, and you feel like a genius. But P6, back up where we were sort of towards the beginning of the season, and we're going to see if we can get P5 here in the number 5 car as well, so it's quite handy. You can see which position they're in. But taking a bit less of that curb now, because I think it was probably costing me a little bit of time, even though it was hooking us around quite nicely. 4 minutes left on the clock. We'll see what we can do. We're going to have a little bit of contact there. We could go past, but we're going to give back the position just because I don't want to take a place like that. You know, they've given the thumbs up as well. It just moves like that. It was kind of hard to tell on camera, but we hit them a bit on the entry, pushed them a bit wide. I don't want to like bump and pass someone that's not very sportsmanlike, and I'm pretty happy in P6 anyway. So we'll be friendly today in this round, because yeah, if you're gonna make a move, it should be fair, and we're here to have fun and have fair racing. So hopefully, then we get a contact warning as well, even though we let the place back. But yeah, hopefully that'll help us, because now we've been kind to them. Maybe we'll get some kind of treatment back with the back if we need it. So, sorry guys, I'm tired. I know this commentary is definitely tired person commentary, but we'll see. Can we go around the outside here? The switchback is pretty much your only option through here, unless you get a good dive down the inside. It's not quite going to happen with 3 minutes left. Just see, we haven't got that overspeed. In fact, we're actually losing time on the straight here to make a move into turn 2. We're going to skip ahead then to the last lap, still in P6, but we've driven well this race. I'm actually really happy. There is the checkered flag, right to the line. Really, really good race, and that was probably the most fun I've had all season. Let's go on to the final. Hopefully we'll be able to have another race like that, and if we do, how much fun would that be? Final time then. Let's see what we can do. We're going to drop back a couple places because of our performance in Heat 1, so we're starting P8. We'll see. I want P6 at least, maybe even P5 if we can do it, but it's going to be difficult. It's a lot of overtakes in just quite a short race. Good start though. We're not going to lose any places, not going to gain any for now either. In fact, we've got someone up our inside. We could end up losing out here. We're going to be on the outside around turn 2. We're going to see if we can just hang it round. No, not quite. Frustrating, but 2 people wide here. Let's see, can we go around? No. Yes, on the straight. We just had that little bit of overspeed. We'll see if we can go around the outside through this very fast corner. Again, no, not quite, but this is so much fun. Nice, aggressive, but fair racing. Gonna get a double overtake there, take us into P6. It looks like we're gonna go back into P7 though, because the person who went wide is obviously gonna have a better run, so they've had more time on the throttle. That car looks quite tricky though, you know, they're not going that much faster than us into that corner and got quite loose, so it looks like what they're driving is a little bit of a handful. We can use that to our advantage. We can see them getting a little bit sideways there, so we'll see in those high-speed corners we should be able to just slip through. And luckily our car, as well as pretty much all of them for the whole evening, was really good. This especially, I remember it just felt so beautiful to drive, so much grip. You can hear actually a little bit of the wheels dragging over the tarmac. That was my car, and that's not normally a good noise because it means you're losing time, but I'm not normally going fast enough to do that. So it was kind of it's good, but I could be doing better. And it's not a noise you hear outside of indoor karting very often, which was a bit confusing for me. I thought this only happened on the indoor karting floors, but no, of course it doesn't. That was a pretty stupid thing to think of me, that you could only get that wheel tire screechy noise. Anyway, enough. Let's focus on what we're doing. Although I just wanted to point out, thank you guys. We recently hit 90 subscribers, which is crazy. Like, I was trying to imagine 90 people watching one of these races at the track. and it seems ridiculous. I can't believe that many people would be interested in it. So thank you. And the Club 100 video that came out earlier this week was it was actually last week now, I think. That is done insane. That's on 72 views at the moment. We're going to see if we can get up the inside here. Yes, perfect. That was a bit of a Code Brown moment almost, that move, because the kart in front just sort of took their normal line as you'd expect them to, and we just avoided contact. So not the best idea for a move from myself, but like I said earlier, we have to be opportunistic, take the moves that come instead of kind of half-heartedly sticking our nose up the inside, because that would have led to an incident there. Luckily it didn't, because we actually just committed to it all the way from the start. We're going to skip forwards later though. We've caught up to these two a little bit more, and we're going to see if we can get a run. We're down the inside now. See, can we go around the outside? This is for P5. This would be an absolutely fantastic result. Not quite. They're just going to have a bit of a better run. They're going to go wide though. Maybe they're going to lose some time and we can make it up. Yes, we'll stay in their slipstream down the sort of back straight, I guess. Should probably have tucked my head in there. We're still gaining on them into there. It looks like they were braking and we weren't. They're going to try and make a move here. They could lose some time. Switchback opportunity absolutely here. We've got the run, just not quite going to be enough. So we'll stay in P6 for now. But as I was saying about the Club 100 video, that's performed amazingly, and I'm glad. It was so much fun to make and edit, and those cards are ridiculous. Hopefully I'll get to drive them again at some point, because they're something else. They are something else. It's awesome. Hopefully I'll get to drive them in the dry as well. But we'll see, can we make a move here in the sort of more serious aspect of driving on the channel? Oh, guys, I'm so tired. I can't even say words properly anymore. But we'll see. These two fighting is going to cause them to make mistakes. They're going to hold each other up, which is probably why we've been able to stay on them. We've got to just, like I said, be opportunistic, make the moves happen or take them when they come to us, rather than half going for it, because we've been involved in a couple of sort of incidents and crashes that we could have avoided by either not going for a move or just going for it fully, like especially into turn 1 or this turn here, where we sort of stick our nose in but not enough to get seen, and then obviously that ends in a crash if we're there but we're sort of hiding in the other driver's blind spot. And with the one earlier, when we got through on this corner, we didn't do that, and that's why we were able to get past and make it stick, because we made it obvious that we were there. Could have been an opportunity to get past into the chicane there, but we made the same mistake. Whew, tired. I'm tired just watching this. I remember how tired I was doing it, and I need to go to the gym. Let me tell you that. It's weird how tiring karting is. Obviously these cars have no power steering or anything, but you don't drive them for that long. So I guess maybe because it's in the evening, you're tired, you've been at school all day, or I've been at school all day, most of the people have been at work. That could have been an amazing move, round the outside onto the inside there. Looks like if we're going 3 wide through here, that was the wrong decision. We probably, looking back on it, could have got past there if we'd gone to the inside again. But hey ho, that's how it is. We're going to see if we can follow them through, not quite. Maybe we'll switch to the inside here and just take a sneaky move. Not quite sparks flying there. It's so close. I love this kind of racing. Right at the end of a race, we've got just a couple of laps left, and it's the final. There's nothing to lose anymore. We're just going to absolutely go for it. We're on our own little bubble. There's no one right behind us, as we're going to check over our shoulder there. Let's see, we'll try and stay in their slipstream through the back here. It's not going to happen into turn 2. So, good run out of here will be important. Yes, sort of. We should probably tuck our head in here, get that human DRS. Not sure if we're going to do it though. We don't stick out at the top of the car terribly a lot, as you can probably see by the low angle of the camera, which is weird because I'm not the shortest person there, but I tend to have quite a relaxed seating position, which is odd because it's all the same seats. Maybe it's just my insert is a little bit more laid back, but enough of that. Time to focus on the real racing. A big gap now to P4, and it looks like the driver in car 13 could be struggling a little bit because he normally is a little bit higher up the grid, or I think so. I'm not normally this high up the grid, so I can't be sure, but it looks like at the end of the race we're just not going to make it happen. a shout over the finish line. I was very, very happy with this, and not only just is it a nice low number, but it's also just been great racing, and I've been actually a little bit fast for once, which is very nice, just like all of you watching this video, so thank you very much. I hope you'll have a fantastic day. I'm going to go and probably sleep. So yeah, bye everyone.